It's inevitable that the majority of the human race that believe in God expect God to take care of them. Utter nonsense. It's a sign of immaturity. God isn't a person to begin with. God is a disposition. And from that disposition, which I consider to be like an open hand, then you see clearly how to live. And part of living is to grow out of childish and adolescent ways of expecting others to make you happy and to take care of you. That's not to say we should live in isolation, no. And it's okay to take care of one another, but it's the expectation and the reactivity that comes from that expectation if it's not met, if it's not fulfilled. When I water a plant, I'm automatically, inherently caring for that plant. When I make you a cup of tea, I'm inherently caring for you, but I was not going out to care for you under any pressure or any obligation. It's so inherently natural. It's when one expects to be made happy, to be made to have a response that one expects to receive. Every day we breathe the air around us. Air is omniscient, and so is God. Tapping into God, we don't have to tap into air. Thank goodness. Thank God. Air is there and we automatically tap into air. But consider if you had to tap into air every day. We turn on the water every day. We turn the tap on in order to make a cup of tea or to have a glass of water. But we don't have to do that with air, though some people do, of course. So it's this immaturity that people are generally, millions of immature people. To grow up means to be in this place of already happiness, which is inherent, without the expectation of being made happy. And then we can have humour with one another and enjoy one another's company without fear of upsetting someone, fear of being finger pointed at, fear of being blamed. It's pathetic the way the human race is. There's only a handful in each town that takes responsibility full time for themselves. The three main areas, money, food, and sex, or relationships, those are the three main areas that cause so much heartache because of the lack of real education and the lack of real understanding. First of all, you have to understand that you are very immature unless you are living like an open hand. And the opposite to living like an open hand is living like a clenched fist. Once you can stand alone, that's not in a lonely way or isolation, but stand alone and take responsibility for every thought and feeling that comes your way. To live a life that is a life of responding rather than reacting. Adida is my teacher, and I suggest if you wish to really grow away from this nonsense of expecting others to make you happy, then I suggest you read his teachings. I say thank God for these enlightened people. Once again, God doesn't care. Because there's no such thing or person as that. God is not a person. God is a state, a presence. God is love and happiness and joy. It's an inherent, innate, pleasurable state, which is to be realized. Thank you for listening.